Ship's log entry 1009. Concerned at how close a civilian such as Dot was to succeeding, Wendy from Tully's Monsters took it upon herself to train the home team. There was no guarantee that an away team would be available the next time danger struck me, the Resubian, and Wendy wanted to be sure the ship's officers could defend themselves when called to. She used the method most familiar to her, wildly attacking and recording the results. Fortunately for the Velvet Foxes, the ship had capable officers with a wide variety of skills. Saint Cecilia has led a surprisingly long life and has access to a surprising number of talents that even she herself doesn't remember possessing. Her primary focus on the ship is in communications, but her past lives as an artist, a saboteur, and a chef, among others, seems to sometimes still lie dormant in her. She's also bolstered her collection of languages through an experimental nanotechnology developed by Kami. Security Officer Bill Webb has gotten even more deadly with his new knife and did not hold back against Wendy's training. Said knife came from a human named Fred Jackass, pronounced Frenchly. Engineer Trizzy's work to try and get me, the Resubian, home has yielded fascinating results. Her work to develop a dimension door magic seal machine was a partial success, and, as a side effect, granted the goblin with impressive teleportation magic. The magic was enough to sate Wendy's concerns while also giving the crew some hope of a return home. The home team had a new assignment to tackle: investigate a wild and destructive party taking place on the ship's entertainment deck. Said party was already several days deep and did not show any sign of stopping. It is what some would call a rager. It seemed the party began once news of Soul broke out, likely a response to the difficult news. The perfect time to bring the taste of ice cream to the masses. However, its existence threatened the entire mission and needed to be put to an end. Unfortunately, ill omens followed the crew. The constellation of the Troll was in full effect over the mission, and the Troll was a sign of intense danger for the prospects of the ship's officers.
We found out that there's been a party going on the ship basically since the news spread that maybe we can't get in touch with home, and also there's a troll constellation in the sky, and now twos are also botches.
Yeah,
that's the bad one.
We have to be the fun police now, and say, no, you guys are having too much fun. You gotta knock that shit off.
Hey, just note, we don't have to be the fun police. We can also just join the party and see what happens, you know?
Yeah, no one can stop us. I'm pretty sure I can roll to do anything in this game. We'll find out when we get there.
All right, ding. The elevator doors open up. You see the entertainment deck, which is full of people. Probably just within your eyesight, there are like 100 people milling around. This is a pretty big, it's like imagine a big shopping mall, right? There are multiple floors. There's a movie theater, there's a food court, and there's like pretty loud music pumping through as people of every species mill around, drinking out of red Solo cups, dancing, playing little party games. Just a ton of stuff going on. Too much to describe all at once as you step out of the elevator.
What kind of ambiance does the music give? Is this like a neighborhood block party kind of like mood, or is this like a chaotic, like, are they just playing ironic songs like it's the end of the world kind of stuff?
Maybe it's hard to judge as an earthling. This is probably like progressive solitaire music of some genre you never, it's like using tones and notes you don't even have on Earth. It's like really experimental.
For a moment, I was just imagining techno music with the solitaire voice that would come in every so often, like, dance! Dance! And I was like, that's just European music. Never mind.
Yeah. Someone's like, sorry if this is a little unnerving. It's really out there for your culture, probably. This is traditional for us, but it's probably really weird to you. The elevator's door open, and it's just party rock anthem.
I guess we need to get a sight of the situation, like what sort of activities are going down, or like people swinging from the ceiling, or things being smashed, or people being hurt. Like what's the sitch?
It sounds like you want to do an investigation of the scene.
Yes,
Oh,
I would like to.
That seems like a
investigate.
wise idea. I do want to be investigating in my most, like, I'm definitely not here to see what you're up to method.
Hello, fellow kids.
Hello, fellow teens, yes.
I botched. Just
Hell
off
yeah.
to a real good start.
Yes, 8, 8, and 17. Not only does the party fail, but they botch. This is incredible. So coming off the elevator, Trizzy's like, "What's up, fellow teens?" and just joins the throng, trying to blend in and gain information. But you are just pulled into party mode, Trizzy. So that the failure is that instead of getting great information, it seems like you were kind of just incorporated seamlessly into the merriment. For the botch, I'm gonna have to say something happens to Saint Cecilia, but I'm gonna have to think about it for a second.
I was going to say, for that 17, I was the best investigator in the party, and what I discovered was this party is lit.
Absolutely. So you all are just kind of seamlessly absorbed into the revelry.
Oh,
Why
no.
don't you why don't you paint me a picture of like what kind of party activities catch your eye? There's like basically everything you can think here. People are playing like beer pong and quarters, and there's like probably some kind of tables people will set up for like, I don't know, like fortune telling. People are throwing darts, and then you just see people are projecting movies on the walls. There's a big mess. All the trash cans are overflowing.
I'm definitely, Trizzy is definitely drawn to, like, whatever corner of the room has the space equivalent of Smash Bros. Being played by, like, a few people. Like, yeah, forget the rest of the party. I'm here to beat people up in virtual worlds.
Incredible. Trizzy, we've talked about your armor a couple of times. Can you, now that you've, played this character for an arc, give me kind of the overview again, visually? I'm closing my mind's eye. Is it like, does it encase your whole body? Is it kind of like an exoskeleton? What are we dealing with as you pick up a GameCube controller?
I think that this suit of armor is, it's not super bulky, because Trizzy very much, values being able to move about and be agile, but I think it is a thin, all-over suit that goes basically neck down armor suit going on. I think that it probably was at some point a bright color. It was probably designed to be, but hard to make it out under all the grease and grime. I think there's a few parts of the armor that are maybe a little more padded, like knees, elbows, shoulders, essentially for just, maybe for combat purposes, maybe just because she's going to be leaning down on the floor looking at pipes a bunch. But other than those areas, it's sort of fairly minimal.
So it's like a human size, but your tiny little head on top. Is that the image I'm getting? Is because it's like pretty bulky, and so like it feels like your head should be bigger sticking out of it.
I mean, look, they're certainly not human size on like height proportions, but I definitely think there is a little degree of like the head looks a little small for the armor.
I'm the chief of police. Can I use my powerful authority to just make them make a hole? Like, is there no way I can just kind of like holler? I mean, like a cop just walked into the room, is what I'm trying to say. Like
I mean, if you want to go all cop on the room, you can go all cop on the room.
I'm not going to attack them, just to be clear, but I want to make them think I might.
So you want to scare them with the power of authority?
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Can I roll intimidation to make that happen, or am I lost in a crowd now?
You absolutely can do that. I first want to set where everybody else is. So if you're,
I'm on a table with there's some dip that is like precariously close to me, and I don't like it. I could fall in at any moment, and this bothers Bill because you can't swim in dip. It's too sticky, and this bothers Bill, and that's when he kind of loses his cool.
I don't know why. I feel like a dream of mine just got ruined. You can't swim and dip.
No.
Damn.
Yeah.
So Trizzy, out of the corner of your eye, you see people playing Slash Sisters, the biggest party fighting game in the galaxy. You over there, you start tearing it up.
Yeah, like Trizzy goes and like finds an odd cable and plugs her suit directly into the console to be like, yeah, this is how the pros play.
Bill Webb, you go check out the snack situation, jump up on the table, see some precarious dip, and you're like, enough of this, and you're about to roll intimidation. Saint Cecilia, I have an idea for a botch, unless you want to pitch me one.
I don't know if this has to be the botch per se, but I do feel like rolling into this situation as is one of Cecilia's like large gothic spikes has to like knock a drink immediately onto them or something like that, like the initial party foul sort of thing.
Okay, yeah, I think you definitely can party foul someone who, and then this is an extremely drunk person wants to start a little rough and tumble with you. I'm looking at my list of characters here. Who would want to push you around?
Oh, it's Zangief.
I don't think it's Zangief. I think it's Veltari, the Bozog. Bozogs are a kind of colorful ostrich-like sapient creature. This one has been taken, as you learned, I think last episode, against their will from a space station that exploded, and is now kind of begrudgingly staying here. We've settled on that definition of begrudging. And it seems like
the one that shows up when you Google the definition of the word.
It's been a 300-year battle I've lost. It didn't used to mean that. Anyway.
Yeah, look, if you were alive 300 years ago, you could have fought that fight.
Veltari has been severely overserved, and I think you knock her drink out of her hand, poke her with your big shoulder pauldron, and she, gets up in your face, and it's just like, "What's your problem, Skinny?"
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean it. These were new. I'm still getting you. This seems like a fun party, though. Like, what's going on? Where did this start? And, like, while, like, this conversation is happening, I just want Cecilia to be, like, doing, like the bare minimum effort kind of dancing. Like, Commander Shepard from Mass Effect style dancing. Like, very awkward and stilted, but, like, who started this shindig? What's a fun box social?
Yeah, were those clothes new when the spaceship was invented? What do you mean new? Look at this fashion. Trying to get the crowd to turn against you. Why don't you roll performance to see if you could dance your way out of this?
Oh, no. Okay. 18.
All right. So the botch consequence is someone gets up in your face and tries to throw down, but you are able to charisma your way through. Why don't you paint us a picture of no one else taking the bait, no one else wants to fight?
I'd like to think that like I'm doing like some real garbage moves at the start of it. And then I start to notice like the age range of this crowd, and then you just start doing we can't call it Fortnite. Didn't we name what Fortnite is in this universe?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. I just start blasting into 2 weeks dances I've seen people do, and the crowd just starts eating it up. They love this shit.
All right.
They're like, I know that from that thing.
You hit the gritty so good that you don't have to roll for initiative.
Yes, it's all I've ever wanted in life.
We're back to fucking Bill Webb. Roll intimidation to lay down the law.
Oh shit! I don't know why I had to say intimidation because I have no modifiers for this. Ain't nothing good. 15. Okay. All right.
Yeah, 15's pretty good. That's what I was looking for, to have a meaningful effect here. So all the people around the snack table turn and see you. Someone goes, "Oh, it's a security duck. Cheese it." Like half a dozen people run away. Other people are just, step back. They just maybe go to another area of the party. And someone steps forward and says, "Hey, I know you're the security officer, but this isn't a security issue. You don't really have jurisdiction here, Well, like, what's the crime, man?"
We have noise complaints, which means it's a crime. So there's number one. Number two, you're standing in my way. And I'm trying to make my way through the party, which means you are impeding an investigation. So maybe you should step back. What's your name?
Oh no, okay. Leon's done everyone's favorite thing, asking the DM what a character's name is. Now you have to deal with them.
Yep.
Oh God.
Wait, what is this? What is happening?
Austin didn't have a name for this character and is now panicking is what's happened.
Okay.
I mean, he has a character icon, so
Yeah.
I had to assume he had a name.
Yep.
You don't go out of your way and find the clown girl from Ace Attorney 3 or whatever if you don't have some idea what to do with them.
This reveler is dressed in mostly rainbow style clothes. It's a very elaborate kind of dress, like a rave situation. Face paint, big hat. As Quinn notes, this is the icon I'm using is the Ace Attorney clown girl. She says, "My name's Lisa. You can't really shut us down. You want us to turn the music down? That's fine, but like, you're not my dad."
I kick the dip into her. No. Bill Webb is not taking this shit from a fucking clown. No.
It's fine if you're going to do that to anyone. A clown's the right target because it's like when they take the cream pie in the pie in the face.
Do I roll something
maybe
for this?
this is like an honorable thing for them.
Is this a thing where I have to roll initiative, or is this a different roll, or can we just say that it happened? It's up to you, Austin.
No, I think this is low stakes enough that you just can throw the dip on Lisa, the clown lady. And she gets extremely messy, and she's like, "You bastard! I cannot believe you. You're harshing the whole mellow." She's tearing up a little bit.
Tough. Bill has no feelings about this. Bill opens up his vest where his little badge is, and he says, "I'm enforcing duck law. Back up." And then I'm assuming she does.
Yeah. I mean, she storms out of the party.
Hell yeah!
Because you have made her cool outfit of a fucking dip mess.
Get her off the grid. She's gone. Fuck her. Get her.
There's like rumblings through the crowd, which is getting visibly agitated by your overreach.
Good.
All right.
Let's mix it up. All right, Bill jumps off of the little table that previously had the dip, and he says, "Stand aside. I take large steps," and then he walks forward. I'm gonna go investigate this place.
So, Trizzy is gonna try and capitalize on all of the duck law that was being loudly declared, and turn to the other Slash Sisters players and be like, Oh god, such a buzzkill, right? Absolute worst.
Yeah, I think that the Super Slash Sisters players you're playing with are like, I don't think he's even allowed to do that. We're just hanging out. This is our ship too.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be honest. I was a bit late to finding this party. I feel like I've arrived just as like it's cops coming here to make it lame. But like, how this been going a while?
Yep. The other players in the group here just tell you the basic stuff you've heard. It's been going on for a couple of days. You know, I leave every once in a while to nap and take a piss or whatever. But it's fine.
Yeah, Trizzy knows this information already, but is trying to sort of warm up without it being too suspicious. Of like, was there any anything particular that got the party going?
I think it all started when the captain announced that we can't go home.
I mean, yeah, I get it. I mean, hopefully it's not permanent or anything. Hopefully it's just like, stuck around a little while, all sorted.
Yeah, I mean, the other players mumble, but between each other and stuff, and someone just says, we weren't planning on going home soon anyway, so it doesn't make that big of a deal, but it is like,
exactly.
Why not party? What are the consequences? What are you going to do? Take us home and throw us in jail? Tell my dad?
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Is there someone, like, specific that started the party, or was it just, is there anyone that's, like, party central?
That's a great question. So we have done investigation, performance, and intimidation. Why don't we get persuasion to open up some of the party goers to that information?
That is a 1. It's a 2 minus 1. A 2 is currently a botch.
Yeah. Not only does the other player shrug, they edge guard you expertly and then meteor spike you into the blast zone and taking the match.
Yeah. Look,
I don't know what any of that
players,
means, but okay.
It's those fucking players like dismantling their controllers and like grinding down the edge of the analog stick so they can go play better. It's like, can't stand them.
Sorry, Leon. That's how you lose in Smash Brothers.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
Fair.
Yeah. So Trizzy, with a 1, this well is run dry. These players are not going to be able to tell you anything, but you have not been implicated in Bill Webb's immediate intimidation. I mean, people will start making connections eventually, but for the moment, this seems to be him on a power trip. So if you want to do anything else, Saint Cecilia, what about you? You're dancing the night away.
Would I have been able to see the clown girl leave?
Absolutely.
Could I go after her?
Sure. You want to roll stealth, or do you want to just clip clop in your big shoes and your spikes?
All my spikes, every spike everywhere. No, I'll roll stealth. Why not?
All right.
Maybe it goes great.
Maybe.
14. That's okay.
Yeah, so 14 is above average, so nothing bad happens. But I think as you follow her out of the entertainment deck, you are making loud enough footsteps that if she's listening, she would have heard you. She doesn't give any obvious indications or anything, but she starts walking out. If anything, I think she goes down like a service hallway. If you're in a mall, right, and there's like some of these hallways that if you're shopping there, you're not supposed to go down. She goes down one of those.
I feel like I don't know how frequently I've spent time with the rest of this party, but based off the time I have, it seems like people just run down random hallways all the time. So I'm like, yeah, sure, this makes sense. People just know the station better than I do.
So Saint Cecilia, you follow Lisa, the clown lady, through twisting hallways that you don't think you're supposed to be in. There's a couple signs that say like authorized personnel only. You disregard these signs and go into kind of the back rooms here and disappear from the rest of the party. We will rejoin you in a second. I think we're back to Bill Webb. Bill Webb, wherever you go, people either run or back up.
Good.
They don't want you have a big knife.
Excellent. That was the point. Okay, what I want to do is kind of feel my way through the party to get to whatever feels like kind of the central hub of this thing. I'm sort of operating under vampire rules here. I want to find who started the party, and if I stop that guy, then it will just kind of like, maybe I can shut this whole thing down.
Two things. One, I need an insight roll to try to glean that information from the response of the people around you. And two,
all right.
Trizzy, when you did get a 2 on your persuasion check, you did botch because of the influence of the troll constellation.
Yeah, I'm aware.
So I just want to be. I have him cooking something. Let him cook. He's good.
Yeah, don't worry. I acknowledged it when it happened. I know that I got a botch. I'm bracing.
I have hella insight, so I'm gonna see how this goes. 23.
Oh my god, that's incredible.
Yeah, my insight for whatever reason is +5. Oh yeah, I have like a lot of wisdom. All right.
Do you have a lot of wisdom?
Yeah.
So you start following specifically, like some people just run away. There's like go and like to the elevator to leave, or to just just try to make distance. It seems like a couple people are going in a specific direction though. You just watch the flow of the revelers try to figure out, is someone trying to run and tell what's happening, someone trying to report back. And so you follow that flow to like the center of the party, and you see that someone has set up a big tent kind of at ground zero of the bacchanal, and you have a good feeling about the person who is in charge being here. With a 23, you're like, got him. Like, I could have wandered around here for a while. It could have been any, food court kiosk, or maybe the movie theater, or any other things, but nope, this is it.
Cool. The rest of my party is off doing their own things on their own side quests. So I'm just walking in. I'm walking into the tent. Knife not drawn because I don't think it's dangerous, just mildly illegal.
All right. Bill Webb, you enter the big tent. I would say it is enough to hold like a small crowd. It isn't, cavernous or anything, nor is it like a one person like sleeping tent. It is like kind of a thing you would see set up at like a a music festival or something that you could go inside, like a chill out tent or something, And so you head on into there, and we are going to cut one last time to Trizzy before we get these reveals, because I have a reveal set up for St. Cecilia, and now a reveal set up for Bill Webb.
Hell yeah. We're revealing shit.
Okay. Trizzy's got to find some kind of way to get some kind of information. Being sociable did not work. Trying to talk to people, never gets you anywhere. Can I go maybe stealth to try and just like scuttle around unseen and spot anything of interest that might be, that people might not, want to talk about when there's people who are new to the party around?
Maybe more survival than stealth, because you are in plain sight. So this is more about some kind of...
Okay, so I can't just like hide in a trash bag or something.
I guess you could. I just don't think it would be particularly effective at this point.
Okay, survival 7.
Yeah, no, between the botch you did before and the 7, I think what happens here basically is that you see someone look at you and then just like yell back to the crowd like, "Isn't she with the duck?"
Oh shit.
No.
And in fact, now that Bill Webb goes into the big tent, I feel like you feel two people kind of grab your elbows.
Oh shit.
Trizzy, and start leading you.
Oh no.
Start leading you towards the tent.
Fun.
Okay.
You could fight them.
Well, I mean, this probably means that she's being taken to whoever's relevant, which is what she was aiming for. So, like, accidentally got what she wanted.
All part of the plan.
All part of the plan. St. Cecilia, you enter what appears to be an employee break room for the movie theater. It is a kind of underwhelming white-walled room. There's like a hang in there poster on the wall. There's
I've been in this break room in real life.
Yeah, I know you have. You used to work in a movie theater. Do you want to describe it?
Yeah. It's just very cramped. There's a box of movie posters in the corner, and you're like, ooh, free movie posters. But then you look and you're just like, me, myself, and Irene too. I didn't even know they made a sequel to this.
So you followed Lisa in here. It's like the last door, and you go in, you look around, you don't see her. You like fully walk into the room, go walk around, to the other end, like look behind a shelf or something, and you turn around, and she is standing in the doorway you came in.
Oh, hello. How are you doing?
Hey there. You get lost?
No, I was trying to go after you. It seemed like something happened at the party, and I was very sad. You look so beautiful. You should be at the party.
Aw, thank you. You want to help me get all this dip off of my beautiful dress?
Yes, I would like to do that.
All right. She hands you like a wad of paper towels. Can you make a charisma saving throw? I think you're getting... I think hot girl disease is kind of affecting your brain.
Oh no. I rolled a 7 for my charisma save.
Yeah, you feel unusually calm considering you followed this person into the room and then she wasn't there and then she was behind you. And she kind of glowers over you. You don't think she's like particularly taller than you, but as you're like dabbing at her dress, you just feel her looking down on you in a way. You have become charmed.
Oh, okay. Well, am I a clown now? This is how clowns are made in this universe.
You're getting force clowned.
No. I only like that in my Sonic fanfics.
Yeah, Bill Webb, you enter the tent and sitting there is Sonic the Hedgehog. That's a joke.
I'd be so mad if I missed Sonic the Hedgehog to follow this clown. I would be screaming.
So, who is there?
So, Bill Webb, you enter the central tent, and you see a couple more clowns. There's
my
one
God.
clown. in the middle of the tent who is doing some kind of juggling routine. They have a bunch of like flaming, batons. They're juggling in front of people who are clapping. There are a couple more clowns in here as well. But then you see one of the people who ran away from you kind of run in and like whisper to the biggest, the biggest clown. He says, like physically, this is just a much larger clown in a weird way. Their body is kind of shaped like a bowling pin in a way. Like they have a kind of a skinny head and a thicker body.
This is terrifying.
Yeah, they're physically very large. And then the clown turns to you as you walk in and starts aggressively juggling towards you.
Bill says, "Who's responsible for this? Who is the lead clown?"
It's me, Stefan the Magnificent. Honk honk.
Stefan, I'm going to have to ask you to shut this down. Basically, nobody's getting any work done. There are noise complaints. I see fire over there. There's just a whole lot of problems here. Someone kicked some dip into some lady, so obviously there's an assault going on. This needs to get sorted out. So you're in charge. So you can be the one to tell everyone to go home.
Mm-hmm. Stefan, still juggling, gets like pretty close to your face. You can see he has like the white and red grease paint on his face. He has like yellow eyes, which are like just staring into you. And he says, Jesus. "The fun never ends here at Stefan the Magnificence. I would let down all my partiers." I
draw my weapon.
All right, you draw out your weapon.
All right, I'd like to try to What would be a good? What am I good at? Hold on, just give me 1 second while I try to make a good decision here. You know what? I need to embarrass this clown in front of all the other clowns. I don't want to stab this guy. He's a member of the crew. For all I know, that this clown operates something important. But I need to embarrass this fool. I want to use sleight of hand to take away one of his balls in midair.
Holy shit.
I just want to absolutely clown on this clown. So.
Yes. This is incredible. Please.
Okay. My sleight of hand is actually extremely good. But if this goes badly, then, that'll be funny too. All right. Here we go. 26.
Jesus.
All right. So Stefan is juggling like flaming batons. Are you saying that there are some balls in there and you want to take one of those, or do you want to take one of the flaming batons? However, 26 is so good, you dictate what's going on here.
Yeah, I'm just smacking all this shit up. I want it to clatter to the floor in an embarrassing sound and appearance.
Oh, okay. So you don't even want to like you yourself be juggling. You just want to disrupt his juggling.
Oh yeah. I want him to look like he absolutely fucked it up.
All right. You do it so well that no one even, like, you just so quickly strike like the bottom of one of the batons. No one even sees it, and it looks like it's totally his mistake. And as they clatter to the ground, a couple of other clowns like jump forward with like fire blankets to like cover them so everything doesn't go up in fire. With a 26, I'm not going to say you light the ship on fire.
No.
You did really well.
Bill says this is dangerous, clearly, as you have just demonstrated yourself, leader of the clowns.
Behind you, there's a commotion, and you can kind of look over your shoulder and see two clowns pulling Trizzy into the tent.
Oh, great. All right. Hi.
Hey. Hi. I'm having a time.
Yeah, I'm just shutting this shit down.
Stefan says, "That wasn't very fun of you."
I'm not fun. I'm a cop. We are notoriously never fun. You will shut this down now.
I think Stefan takes a couple of steps back from you, and someone from the edge of the tent like pushes a unicycle in his direction, and he effortlessly steps onto it as his walking away becomes cycling backwards from you.
Son of a bitch. I'm faster than him, especially on a unicycle.
Oh, you wanted to make this a chase?
Yeah, I have city secrets. There's no way this guy is faster than me.
All right, roll athletics as Stefan the Magnificent says, "Let's have a ball."
This son of a bitch. I've never hated a character in Dungeons and Dragons as much as this guy.
Holy shit.
16.
All right, the contest is going to be 16 versus 20.
God damn it. And my city secrets cannot surpass this.
Well, right now there isn't any secrets usage. Like there's not any passages. You're within the middle of this party. He's unicycling away. You start flapping after him.
Got it.
So he hasn't escaped. He's just getting a lead on you. Trizzy, is there anything you want to do? The two clowns holding your like arms. They're still doing that, but they're also watching this chase. So if there's a moment for you to act.
I'm trying to work out how I want to do this. Ooh. We're not strictly in combat, but I have a thing called Nimble Escape that I can use to take the disengage or hide action as a bonus action on each of my turns. Is there any way I can use this or something like it to do a little like duck down and use my jet boots to on my armor to just sort of scuttle away?
The goblin can take disengage as a bonus action on each of its turns. Yeah, that doesn't require a roll. If you want to disengage and run, you can do it.
I want to disengage and run, and as I'm starting to run, Trizzy's going to shout back, "I'm not entirely sure why you grabbed me."
You're just leaving me here alone. Cool. All right.
I mean, something else was going to happen until Bill Webb humiliated this man and is now chasing him. Are you joining the chase, Trizzy?
Yeah, sure.
I have something I want to do, but only when it's my turn. I realize I've been doing a lot, so I'll just, whenever it comes around.
No, that's okay.
No, this is great. So Stefan the Magnificent thought he had the upper hand. He had both of you right where he wanted you, and then an incredible play by Bill has turned the tables, and now it's a chase scene. Back in the break room, St. Cecilia, you finish cleaning off Lisa's outfit. She looks really cute.
Is this like a mind control thing? Like, I think she looks really cute, or you're just like, that was like a little flavor for the scene?
Great question. Ambiguities.
Oh no. Okay.
I mean, I was being cruel. Something's going on here.
You look wonderful now.
Thank you, doll. She boops your nose.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Boop boop. Beep beep. She's poking your face now.
Is this a clown thing?
Maybe. Do you want to clown with us?
Who is us?
The clowns, silly.
Okay, do I need to do a history roll?
Yeah.
Do we have like a clan of clowns on this spaceship?
You absolutely should roll history.
Okay. I botched. Well, the troll! I rolled a 9, however, it is a 2, so I
wouldn't normally be a botch, but Austin, had fun ideas for
Ooh,
us.
the troll!
You got trolled. I can't believe this. I think you try to recall information about the clowns on the ship. I think earlier Bill said, Stefan must be a crew member, right? But like no one has rolled for that yet. And when you try to recall the information about clowns on the ship, your mind becomes like hazy, like gauzy, like cotton candy. And you look down and you see you have changed into a clown outfit.
Yeah, okay. I am being forced clown.
Oh, we've all been there.
Lisa says, "Come on, let's get out there and clown around."
Why do I feel a desire to honk a nose?
Don't hold it back. Honk to your heart's content.
Can I roll a cartwheel out of the room?
Yes, fucking acrobatics, please.
I don't know why I'm compelled to do this, but I do feel compelled. 17, I do a lot better at that.
Saint Cecilia, vampire clown, is actually way stronger of a character.
Jesus.
Permanent character buffs going on.
All right, so and this chase scene, Bill Webb is flapping after Stefan on the unicycle. Trizzy engages her, booster jets and enters the chase. And then just in the background, a little Easter egg for the eagle-eyed fans. Saint Cecilia and Lisa re-enter the party dressed as clowns.
Can I do a thing?
Absolutely.
I want to throw my knife into the spokes of the unicycle.
Damn,
that rocks.
How do I do
so
that?
cool.
How do I do that? Because that's not a melee thing, so I just don't know if it's different when I roll.
Yeah, just make your attack as if you're attacking.
Oh,
but
okay.
it's at ranged.
Oh, regular. Yeah. Okie dokie.
Oh,
All right.
Oh.
19.
Holy shit. Okay, Bill Webb, you chuck your serrated, really cool knife you just upgraded in the downtime scene. It is a perfect throw. Hits the spokes. The unicycle, careens sideways, goes flying out from under him. Stefan does a flip through the air, slams into the ground nose first with a great honk, and then pops like a balloon.
Oh, is this boy dead?
His whole body explodes in a shower of putrid, corrosive ichor. Dexterity saving throw as you are splashed by his clown juice.
You can't say clown juice like that, Austin.
My dexterity saving throw is actually +7. 20.
Perfect. Yeah, this wave of gunk comes flying out of Stefan, and you are able to flap over it. It does hit a couple of party goers who go like, ew, and back up. And then you hear someone scream and seeing them like trying to peel off their shirt or something because it is eating through like their, gloves and pants and stuff. And everyone's like now running because this man has exploded and essentially doused everyone in some kind of acid.
Okay, Bill stands on top of the seat of the still spinning but otherwise motionless unicycle and says, "Party's over. Go home."
Lisa is at your elbow, Saint Cecilia, and she says, "The party's just beginning. Tell them, Cecilia."
Oh, I mean, we don't even really know why they're partying. Maybe this is just like a good time.
Someone exploded.
Was that you, though?
No.
Did you make them explode?
I hit the unicycle. So.
Oh.
Duck law.
I feel like maybe we haven't gotten to the reason why there is a party. Maybe we need to, examine it a little bit more. I'd like to clarify, Cecilia sounds like she's finishing all of her sentences and questions, like she doesn't really know what's going on.
During this conversation, Trizzy is going to cast Disguise Self, and is going to disguise herself as a clown.
Jesus Christ.
Because she is very concerned that there is, they're going to force us to be clowns, and it's not just an outfit thing. They're going to, our insides are going to liquefy into corrosive goop, and if I can pretend I've already been force-clowned, I'll be okay.
Oh, you're doing the Shaun of the Dead trying to be a zombie thing. Oh, I like it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, you see, people are running, but also for every, 2 people who run into, the movie theater, a clown comes out.
Okay, we need to grab a clown and ask this clown what's going on with the clowns.
You could have said you gotta grab a clown and ask that clown what's going down.
Oh, come on. Yeah, nailed it. All right. Well, anyway, but yeah, where's the nearest clown? How far away? Can we grab someone?
Yeah, just make a strength contest to wrestle a clown down.
All right, I'm grabbing a clown.
All right.
Wow, my strength.
Clown rolled 19.
My strength. It's impossible for me to beat that because I have a -1. So it's I have a -1 to strength, unless I crit it. Nope. It's I got a 12.
All right. Bill Webb says we got to take one of these clowns down and ask them why they're clowning around so we can figure out what's going down. And you try to grab one, and it kicks you.
Yeah.
And everyone roll initiative as you are surrounded by clowns.
Fuck. All right.
Oh no.
Let's see.
I rolled a 10 for initiative.
No. I was doing so well.
Does the fact I'm disguised as a clown in any way impact this situation?
You can do whatever you want. You can just choose not to get involved. You can just fight on their side. It's completely role-playing choice. If you do not fight against the clowns, then they have no reason to question your clown disguise at this point.
We should do a signal where Bill says to the totally fake clown, pretend to knock me out.
I mean, that is what I'm kind of thinking is how well can I fake beating up a duck?
Oh, okay. So instead of doing this combat, you want to pretend to be knocked out, Bill Webb?
Yeah, Bill.
Or be knocked out.
Yeah, Bill gives like a signal, like an eyebrow raise. I'm not really sure if ducks have eyebrows. You know what I'm saying, though.
Oh, I want to roll that deception. I'm not very deceptive, but like I'm feeling lucky. Is it me to do that? Is it my turn?
Just roll the deception, and we won't have to do combat at all.
12.
Yep, I was looking for 10, above average. So I think
cool.
You see like 3 clowns behind you run up. They all pick up like big pies, which are giving off like big heat lines. You know, they're gonna throw like molten pies into Bill Webb's face. What do you do to stop them from genuinely hurting him?
I think Trizzy runs in and tries to do a deliberate like comedic pratfall. Looking as if like, aha, I've fallen and very, very heavily like pinned down this duck, but sort of done a honk of the nose at the other end of it to be like, haha, this was a deliberate thing I did. Look at me go, honk honk.
Okay, so you do a pratfall, slip and land on Bill Webb, who plays dead underneath your body. You've disguised yourself, so you look like a big clown. Behind you, Lisa claps excitedly and says, "We got him! We got him! Honk honk, honk honk."
Cool.
Honk honk.
And I say nothing.
Trizzy doesn't actually have a rubber nose, so he's having to make the sound while pretending to honk her nose.
Uh-huh. Lisa turns to you, Saint Cecilia, and says, come on, get him, Cece, let's take him.
Yeah. What? Wait, where? Wait, why? But I am doing it. Like, even though I'm questioning it, like her body almost feels like it's acting on its own.
Mm-hmm. So you go over and you pick up Bill Webb's limp form, and all the clowns kind of gather around and start carrying him, somewhere. You don't know. Everyone's just following Lisa. Is there any down low conversations or thoughts you want to have, rolls or anything? This is like a transit scene. All around you, they're honking their little noses. They're pulling out like bicycle horns. Ooga.
Oh my God. There's a certain hell in imagining what this room sounds like right now. Just 1,000 honks going on.
Absolutely.
So does Bill Webb have their knife? Like, did someone pick up Bill Webb's knife?
So no one has explicitly done that. At this point, someone can choose to surreptitiously pick it up.
Can I attempt to pick up the knife, like, I guess, slyly or something like that?
I don't see any reason why you wouldn't. If it's something that would directly would be against something Lisa asked you, maybe I'd make you make a roll for it. But as far as she knows, you just have a knife. Knives are fine. Knives are cool.
Yeah.
They are.
If there was a table, maybe you'd be doing the thing where you stab between the fingers. You're like, silly fun knife times.
I don't know how to establish it, but sometime between then and now, also, I imagine like Saint Cecilia was wearing like very like black goth makeup, and now it's what's the name of that fucking clown? Like the sad ass clown. I had like a really French name. I feel like
Pagliacci.
Yeah, like I want to feel like the makeup's turned into that somehow.
Jesus.
Do you know where we are going? I want Saint Cecilia to say to Trizzy.
We're going to the fun! Whoa, 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 whoa! Honk, honk, honk!
Oh, yeah. The fun. Have I been there before? I feel like I don't really remember what's going on.
Oh, I don't know if I've been to the fun yet, but I'm sure we're heading wherever the nerve center of fun, probably.
I just went to the back to help her clean her dress, and then I guess I must have liked her dress so much I decided to wear one.
Trizzy is going to try and be a little bit subtle and be like, yeah, no, I did this. But yeah, something's definitely going on. I think people are being turned into clowns. Oh, silly times. Honk, honk.
At this point, Saint Cecilia failed on her history. Trizzy, if you want to know more about the fun, capital T, capital F.
Yeah,
religion.
I would like to do a roll because I need to know what's going on here. You've been asking for all of my like -1 modifier rolls tonight.
I'm sorry, it's not on purpose. I don't have your sheet pulled up.
15.
Incredible. I think through context clues, you understand that they are trying to make more clowns, that this seems to be, if anything, a reproductive situation, and that like clowns are not a profession. They are a species of creature, and that they can make more of themselves by making people have lots of fun. And in fact, I would say that you understand that clowns, as you know them on Earth, are basically cultural appropriation of this alien species.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Is this like the weird ass episode Star Trek seasons occasionally have where like the crew gets infected by like a sexy virus or something like that? Like this is or one episode where we had to deal with clown zombies.
If this is cultural appropriation of this clown species, does that mean that the clown species has visited Earth before, and that's where we got the idea for clowns?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, got it. I was just trying to figure out the lore. All right.
Oh yeah, no, I fully believe this is like one clown alien painted a clown on a wall of a cave somewhere, and like that led to humans having like, that's clowns now.
Not only is this true, page 54 of the Spelljammer Astral Menagerie, it is canon in Dungeons & Dragons.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. I was just joking around, but all right.
Can Saint Cecilia whisper to Trizzy something real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Trizzy, why don't cannibals eat clowns?
Look, I know the punchline. We all know the punchline. If we laugh too much, they might end up procreating and making more clowns. So I'm gonna. Do I have to roll anything to not laugh at this joke that is like objectively kind of funny?
No, nobody's gonna laugh at that.
I mean, I failed my roll and I laughed at IRL.
Yeah.
So you don't have to now.
No, yeah, Trizzy is going to try and communicate, like, do not have too much fun.
I feel an instinctual need to tell you the punchline of this joke.
Okay.
It's because they taste funny.
Yep, we know.
Everyone around you fucking cracks up.
Ha 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 ha, honk honk, ha 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 honk.
Just being in the proximity of a punchline, even if they didn't hear it with their ears, they feel it. Like the way when you yawn near someone, they start to yawn. Laughter just ripples through the clouds.
Austin, I hope you understand that you have created a narrative arc here that was my childhood growing up, living in a family where my dad wrote pantomimes.
Oh my.
Oh my god. It's
Yeah.
autobiographical for you.
Yeah, I grew up in a house with a person whose like thing he did every year was I have to write 2 hours worth of jokes that will make like family age audiences really groan laugh.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're getting some real psychological insight. It's
God, I want to tell you my favorite terrible joke now. I'm being pulled in.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, let's see. It might happen in universe. So you eventually get to where they're taking you, which appears to be a kind of toy store here in the entertainment deck. It's not like actually a store in the sense that you buy goods and services. It's just like families can come here to get things that are made by the people who live here who make them. But it's like clearly laid out like a classic toy store. There are big stuffed bears. There are all kinds of building blocks. It seems like this is where the clowns have made their home, and they all kind of roll in and start doing something. You don't know what yet, but one of them is carrying Bill Webb up to like the front of the store.
Also,
on the big display.
I have a real quick question. Is there a giant ice cream machine in this toy store?
There has to be, according to the Lickham's contract. There legally has to be a big ice cream machine here. Yeah.
Phew.
Yeah. So they're doing something to Bill Webb. Someone's carrying him up to like a big display of like a bunch of toys and dolls and gizmos and gadgets for any kids who come here. And so people are pulling out tools and stuff. A big silly mallet, a big squeaky hammer.
Could I ask Lisa, so what is happening? This seems very ritualistic.
Yeah, Lisa gives you sticks out her tongue. She gives you a little weird facial expression that doesn't read to you as a human one. And she says, "We're going to play a game."
Can I roll an insight on her to determine that this is definitely a very malicious thing that's about to happen?
Absolutely. I think with insight because you have clown brain.
Oh, well, with advantage?
Yeah, what'd I say?
You said the same thing.
With insight.
Nah, that's nothing. I've got clown brain.
Uh-oh.
I've become clowned. Oh no.
I rolled 7 twice.
Oh no.
So cosmically, I am not intended to learn the secrets of. Cosmically, I intended to be force clowned and then just let everything go as it is. Maybe this was fate.
The cold hand of Pennywise has kept your dice poor. And so, yeah, she says, "We're going to play a game." And you were like, okay, that sounds bad, but I don't know how or why. By the time you can fight your way through the mental fog, which is once again, it's like clawing over your mind's eye like cotton candy. Someone has kind of tied Bill Webb to the wall, like wings and legs apart, and has begun drawing a target around him like a dartboard.
Oh, great. Fun.
While this is going on, Trizzy does have a thought to test. Is it possible to snap St. Cecilia out of this a little bit and out of the cotton candy fog by just whispering really depressing realities? Can I just, whisper enough depressing facts that, the candy floss fog goes away?
I was about to ask, is there anything that we know that reverses this process? And I was thinking just tragedy.
Oh man, this is great. This doesn't feel like a roll necessarily. It feels like if that's the way we want to take this, you can start doing this. I'm going to look at a character sheet to see if anything jumps out to me. But why don't you just start trying that in character?
The universe is incredibly wide and broad, and there is no guarantee that we will ever find a way home.
Is Bill awake now? Can Bill participate in this?
Yeah, you were faking being unconscious.
Yeah. Okay.
So
okay. I just want to make sure. Okay. Bill tells everyone in the room the story of how he used to be the previous story about how he used to be a duck, and now everything is a nightmare to him.
All right, so 2 things. I'm thinking if we're thinking about clownification as a process that is changing you, it is essentially the way that illithids or even xenomorphs do to people. It's medical in nature, so can we actually get medicine rolls to depress Saint Cecilia out of her happiness?
Oh no, do we have
here?
to cause medical depression? Oh no.
Oh boy. Hot dog.
I've
what
never
a roller coaster.
I've never wanted to have a high roll in forcing someone to be depressed. 15.
15 is high enough that I think Quinn should role play coming out of it, but that is ultimately Quinn's character, so I don't want to tell you what to do. But to me, 15 is what I would need for you to come out completely.
Saint Cecilia is going to be kind of looking around and gathering a sense of the situation. And is going to sort of not turn to Lisa, because now at this point it feels like staring like a sorceress in the face. You don't really want to make eye contact.
Mm-hmm.
But she's going to be like, "Oh hey, what do you get when you boil a clown?"
All the clowns start pre-giggling at the idea. Oh, I bet this is gonna be a good one.
Laughing stock. And then as they lose their shit, I want to slip Bill Webb his knife.
I think this is a dexterity save for Bill Webb to...
Oh, shit. Oh, okay.
To do something with a knife being passed in front of a group of people.
Got it. Okay, fair enough. All right. 16.
All right, I was looking for 15. So Saint Cecilia, you flip the knife to Bill Webb, whose wings and legs are taped down to the wall, and you just catch it in your bill and cut yourself free.
Yep.
None of the clowns see this. You kind of drop to the floor and waddle away, and Lisa honks her nose and says to the clowns "Okay, whoever gets a bullseye in the bird gets to be the new Stefan," and turns to the clowns who all honk, 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 honk. And then they look at the wall and Bill Webb is gone.
Did you hear about the really dramatic circus clown? His act was always intense.
Oh, God.
Honk! There's a mixture of sad and happy honks as people like the joke but are upset about Bill Webb.
Sad honks.
Yeah.
All right.
A couple of the clowns here pull out what appear to be toy ray guns. Like they look like they were, I think maybe even on the shelves of this toy store. They pick them up and they look like toys, but when they have them in their hands, they like push a switch and they start glowing green and whirring and making dangerous noises. And Lisa says to the clowns, like, "Get him back! We need a new splendiferous leader."
There's a game, and I am the ball.
It seems as though you're already kind of giving orders. Is it not you? Are you not the de facto leader?
Oh wow!
Yeah, I think Lisa jumps up on like the front desk of the toy store and says, "It's true. I've always been born for the big top. The 3 rings are mine. All will bow before me. Start the music." Jesus. And you hear all of a sudden the whole entertainment floor come back alive with party music, just like pumping at an insufferable level, twice as loud as it was before.
I don't know. It doesn't seem fair for you to just be able to pick being in charge. Surely we should have some. I think you're on the right track with fun and games. Surely some kind of fun competition. Woo!
Lisa steps off the front desk onto your face and off of you like you are a step and onto the ground, ignoring you. And she says, "Bring me my partiers back. I need to have maximum fun by 0800 hours."
Austin,
and all the clowns start running away.
Austin,
mm-hmm.
Do I know enough about clowns to know whether they have, like... I'm just going to tell you what the thought I've had is like, do clowns have some kind of, like, code of honor where if you challenge them to, like, a clown off, they have to accept?
The code of clown.
Yeah, look, I don't know how clowns work. Is this a thing where it's like, aha, I challenge you to be the funniest goofster? They're like, my honor, I must do this.
I fully expected this full episode to be just like a generic party, and at the end for the clown to be the reveal. It's very funny. We've been in clown world for like an hour and a half at this point. Roll Arcana, I think, is the only knowledge check maybe that's relevant we haven't done to know if there's any way to compel kind of clowny challenges like you're asking about.
I failed it. Crit failed.
I rolled a 10.
Why'd I ask to participate? Why did I do that?
Shit. So 10 and 11, I think you know that the specific thing about challenging someone for leadership isn't true. What you instead see is you watch Lisa walk to the back of the toy store. She has like an honor guard of Harlequins, but there is some kind of flask, like a crystal goblet of some kind with liquid inside. And she goes in and drinks it and then, closes her eyes and something seems to be happening. You think this probably has something to do with leadership. If you'll recall, Stefan the Magnificent exploded into Icker when he popped like a balloon. So that's what I'm giving you with a 10 and 11. It's just you witness this. And with a botch, Bill Webb, I think what happens is you get separated from the party. So clowns go running in every direction, try to bring crewmates of the Rezubian back to the party to force them to have fun. And at this point, you were like hiding behind a shelf, and this is going to be you're going to have to go on like a Die Hard mission here. That's fine. All right. What do the other two of you do?
So Austin, does Lisa at this point, like she doesn't realize that I've kind of broken a bit out of the charm then?
Correct.
Could I act as though I am supposed to join her with the honor guard in the back?
Absolutely. In fact, I think that's the structure of this, is that Saint Cecilia and Trizzy and Magic Disguise get to follow Lisa around in relative safety while Bill Webb needs to die hard his way to some kind of solution here.
I'm behind. You said I'm behind a bookcase or something?
For now, yeah. I was thinking that you some clowns come around the corner.
Okay.
There's nothing you can do except for like run into a vent or something and get away.
I would like to jump into a vent right now.
Absolutely. And so you're going to start crawling through the vent. You actually have city secrets, so you can tell me where you want to go. Like bathroom or
hell,
bridge or.
Can I? Okay, wait a minute. What is? I apologize. My memory isn't the best. What is the status of our captain right now?
Captain Slack Dumil is on the bridge in a big tank of cerebrospinal fluid where he lives.
Okay, so we can. Well, I feel like at some point we should probably tell the captain what the hell is going on. That seems like a
you are in a position to do that.
Yeah, that's what John McClane did. He got on his radio and he got Uncle what's his face to come do it. So God, what is the Reginald Vell Johnson? That's it. All right. Sorry,
I thought you were trying to remember the captain's name.
No, I couldn't. Anyway. Uncle, what's his
Captain DeMille's like, I shot a kid.
All right, so I use my brain telekinesis connection and say, Captain, come in. This is Bill Webb, sheriff of the ship.
So it's interesting. The first time you try to connect to Captain Dumille, you just get entrance of the gladiators, the circus song. Dun, dun,
oh,
dun,
oh
dun,
no!
dun,
Oh no!
dun,
Oh no! He's been clowned.
But you believe I'm going to give you this because of your city secrets that if you got closer, you do think you could make contact, but not from this close to the clown singularity, the clownularity.
All right, then I'm just going as fast as I possibly can to the bridge.
All right. What do the rest of you do?
I have a plan. I've got a thing I haven't used yet on my character sheet called the right tool for the job. I can magically create one set of non-magic artisan tools. I would like to create a set of polishing tools. With the intention of being, yes, I'm going to go and polish the big fancy goblet, get it all shiny and fancy, just how it deserves to be.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so yeah, Lisa drank whatever that stuff was in there, put it back down, and you kind of stay behind. You're in the honor guard that's flanking her, but she's not paying attention to you. And so when she starts leaving, you just stay behind and start, buffing it and checking it out.
Yeah, basically trying to have like a cover so that if someone comes up, it doesn't look like I'm trying to steal the goblet necessarily, but I'm getting a good close look at it.
All right, can you roll nature to check that clown juice?
Nature, okay. $14.
All right. So you chose tools for the job. So you basically have some adaptable tech here, where you can there's one drop in the bottom you can take a sample of and upload it to your gas chromatograph mass spectrometer.
Exactly. I can do a certain degree of hey, let's see what on earth this stuff is.
We've all seen what is that? Forensic Files, right? Fuck, I love that show.
No, but okay.
Sorry. It's propaganda, but I really love the way they do. They always bring stuff to the gas chromatograph mass spectrometer, and I'm always hooting and hollering when they say the full name. But you put a single drop into a little tray in your suit, and it runs the numbers, and it tells you with a 14 that the substance is called Thrill Joy, and it is basically a elemental thing to the space clowns. They're literally in the monster manual called space clowns. But whatever they were before, they were what they are now. They were like an alien species who struck a deal with something beyond mortal understanding, basically an eldritch Lovecraftian outer god. And it blessed them with the Thrill Joy, this ichor that makes them more powerful. It transforms them. And that's why their leader exploded in a noxious bubble here.
So that was their previous leader. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Now Lisa has it, and you don't know all of its effects. So you assume it makes her more powerful and makes them, answer to her. But also they're out of it, whatever that means. You don't know where it comes from. With 14, I think a 15 would be needed to know that.
Okay.
But it seems
so there's not a bunch more of it here that could be consumed.
No. Nope. It seems like they're out.
Okay, because my first question was going to be, do we know if there's an antidote to it? And if so, could me drinking it be a way to take control of the situation? I don't think that's a wise move. I just wanted to know if it was an option.
Now, with a 14, I will say, judging by what happened with Saint Cecilia, it doesn't seem like anything permanent has happened to too many people. It seems like, you have to be deeper into the clown paint, if you will. So,
Jesus.
Yeah, I like where your head's at, though.
Yeah.
But this thrill joy stuff is the secret to their power.
Okay.
Austin, I would like to attempt something very foolish. Like right now, there's like a bunch of us clowns. I guess I shouldn't include myself among the clowns. Maybe I don't know where the line ends and I begin anymore. But we're all like sort of in this toy store, right? Like
Yes.
most of us. There's some searching for Bill Webb. I want to try to condense us to that location. So I would like to go over to the Lickham's Ultra Ice Cream Machine. And I want to just start like turning it on so it won't stop and just start throwing ice cream at people. Like I want to start like a giant food fight.
Oh.
And then in the midst of that, I want to try to lock the doors so that nobody can leave this place other than like I try to keep it so everyone stays here in this big sort of goofy food fight.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, so it feels like what you need to do is roll deception here, because you're trying to falsely, under false pretenses, engineer a situation. So deception is what I'm going to need.
Okay. I rolled a 22.
Hell yeah! So you walk over to the Lickham's machine as Lisa goes to leave the toy store, and you just lob a huge gunk of vanilla at the back of her head. She turns around on you. Like there's an unreadable expression on her face. It could be anger or joy. And then she just produces a big pie out of nowhere and hurls it at you, and then ducks for cover as everyone begins pulling out, different food items from popcorn. Someone has a big bucket of popcorn. Someone else has a bunch of circus peanuts, and everyone just starts throwing food at each other and giggling.
I will try to, because we still have a telepathic link to each other, don't we?
At this range, Saint Cecilia and Trizzy can kind of talk to each other, but you cannot reach Bill Webb. If you try, you just hear dun 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 dun.
My favorite. I might contact Trizzy then to say maybe this is something we want to see the doctor about. Perhaps they might have some clue what this is.
Yeah, I know what the liquid is that's powering them, but I don't know if there's any kind of antidote or anything. I have a thought. Trizzy's gonna very quickly check something. With that, like, drop or two of this liquid that is available, does it seem like it has the same corrosive properties that were present when the previous clown leader exploded?
No, the thrill joy is not the same as the corrosive ichor, but I understand why. I will say your idea of going to Dr. Joven is very good.
Yeah, but we've got to make sure we don't leave a bunch of clowns leaving quarantine with us.
Well, how about you go to see the doctor and I will stay here and make sure nobody leaves this room more than they already have.
Sounds like a plan. I will do my best to blend in. Honk honk.
If when you return I have become full clown, please kill me.
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't think that's going to be necessary. I'll just, remind you of the finite nature of every life and the fact that everyone you've ever loved, died probably hundreds of years ago. I'll just, real bum you out.
Oh, so the existential dread of every day. Okay, then.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Good luck on mission. Godspeed.
Look, it's very rare I have an opportunity to make people existentially dread. Anyway, I'm going on the mission. Bye.
Good luck.
So would you say Saint Cecilia is not down to clown until she's dead in the ground?
Jesus.
No, not at the moment.
All right. So it sounds like Trizzy's going to try to bring the oil or the Thrill Joy sample back to Dr. Joven. Bill is going to try to get to the captain. Mm-hmm. What is Saint Cecilia doing?
I'm going to try to play my clownish part in all of this buffoonery but also I want to try to like lock the doors of this place. I guess, are these doors that swoosh, or are these like I don't know why in my mind I was thinking like a classical toy store from like the 1940s with like big like doors like with handles. I want to just make it that people can't leave.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could definitely lock them, but I think if they want to leave, they will just ray gun the door down. So,
How about how many people have guns?
a dozen.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, the idea is that you can't just 1v1 every single clown in one fight to beat the arc.
Yeah. I guess I need to try to really engage with Lisa then to try to make it so if she's the leader of this faction, I make it so that she doesn't have a desire for anyone to leave this room.
Set up a comedy show. Get everyone to come up and tell their best jokes.
Yeah. Pratfall competition right now. I want to see the good ones. Yeah, let me think on that and see what I try to pose as a way to keep everyone here.
Clown of the Year awards.
The Clownies.
Oh my god.
Here on my prestigious station? What would be like the ultimate clown show-off move?
Honestly, I think it's just shitty jokes. Like, the shittier the better.
That is the essence of being a clown.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, here's what even though she just took the ichor juice that makes her the big clown, I would like to attempt to start like big dogging her and start like trying to act like I'm the big clown on campus.
All right, big clown on campus. Tell me how this goes.
I'll be like, what happened at the egg contest when one of the clowns had a cracked egg?
What?
The other clown said, the yolk's on you. And I want to slap her with ice cream.
Interesting. So I think you were just trying to out-clown Lisa and play on her ego?
A little bit, but also like the fact that like I don't know how much of like a human is underneath the clown facade, but like very clearly that was like a challenging kind of move to just be like, it could have just been a little bit more of like a silly clown thing, but that was kind of a violent clown thing, and violent clown things are terrifying.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen here if you want to do this is we're going to roll initiative, but instead of it being a normal combat, it's going to be like clown combat.
Okay.
I love playing Mortal Klownbat. It's my favorite game.
Have they not had an evil clown in Mortal Kombat? Wow. Tobias Boone, what's going on? Or Ed Boone? Whatever one. I don't care. I rolled a 6 for initiative.
Oh, that's not good. Lisa rolls a 15. She goes first. She says, look at this cute flower on my lapel. And you lean in to look at it.
I can't help but smell it. Yeah, I'm like, I got to smell this flower.
Constitution save as it blasts you with poison mist.
Oh, man. An 11.
That's not going to do it. You take...
Uh-oh.
Oh, only 5. Not a great roll. You start coughing as the poison, gets into your lungs. She says, top that, little clown.
Oh, it appears that you have, okay, for the purpose of this, do I just have infinite, like, goofy clown props to utilize?
That's what the toy store is for, yeah.
Okay. I'll be like, oh, it appears that you have something on your face. Maybe I could get that off for you. And then I'm going to pull out, like, a seltzer spray that's clearly full of, like, I don't know, like, liquid nitrogen or some shit. I don't know. It seems like it escalated very quickly, but it's very dangerous. So I'm going to try to, like, spray their face with it.
All right.
And I will use just my regular attack for it.
Just a regular attack, all right.
Uh-oh.
I botched.
Oh my god. Yeah, you try to spray her with the seltzer and she just flicks the nozzle, spins at 180 degrees, duck season, rabbit season. Do your damage to yourself.
Oh boy. That's not good.
Oh, fuck. At this point, Trizzy, you slip out.
Okay, well, I rolled minimum damage at least for myself, so only 5 damage.
All right, that's pretty good. She says, "Oh, you got yourself. Let me help. I can clean this off with this handkerchief." And she starts pulling on it. And she says, "Huh? Something's wrong." And she pulls it, and more handkerchief comes out, and more and more and more until there's 100 feet of it. And then she whips you like a bullwhip with it. You are going to be attacked. 25.
Oh my god.
You get handkerchiefed for 4 damage. It's a locker room snap with these handkerchiefs. And I would say, Trizzy, you're leaving. Are you trying to get back to Dr. Joven? How are you accomplishing this?
Oh god, yeah. Trizzy is running as fast as her big clown shoes can carry her.
What kind of roll here? I think because you want to keep this on the DL. Is this like a stealth?
Yeah, I definitely want to be. I want to be like not obvious about this.
All right, give me that stealth.
Yeah. If this goes well, I know how I'm going to flavor it. We'll see. 10?
So that's average. So you get like halfway through there before a clown sees you going by. And I say, as you're working your way back through the entertainment deck, and you're seeing clowns pulling the party goers out from where they were hiding. You see someone like grab Veltari and drag them in. Someone pulls Bridget, the human, into the back into the party area. Who else is here? Wallace, the Artuk, this big plant person. Render, the Illithid. Probably Emma, the janitor. Everyone's just like getting pulled out into the party area, and you're like halfway to the elevator when a clown who's seeing you go by goes, "Hey, how come your shoes aren't squeaking?"
It's because double the squeak for my nose. Honk honk.
I will read this from the stat block on the space clown in the book. Squeakers. The clowns wear shoes that squeak when it walks. The squeaking can be heard out to a range of 30 feet. And at a certain point, it becomes clear you're like hightailing it back to the elevator and you're not squeaking. And then a couple of guys get suspicious and start chasing you.
It's just a couple of them, right?
Yeah. It's not everybody. Not everyone has been alerted. It's just a couple people are like, hey, what's going on?
I have homunculus servant, which I am going to use to. I'm gonna summon Gronk to be a distraction and get in the way, while I cast expeditious retreat and start fleeing at high speed. Going.
Hell yeah!
Honk, 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 honk.
Read expeditious retreat to the audience.
So, expeditious retreat allows you to move at an incredible pace. When you cast this spell, and then again as a bonus action on each of your turns, you can take the dash action. So I just get to dash every 6 seconds or so, and another little boost of dash going on.
All right, and so does that basically the boosters on your armor go full blast as you just abandon your disguise and just streak towards the elevator?
Yeah, I think so. I think that is the moment.
Behind you, Gronk, the holographic goblin, appears and just says, "My love, you are so fast. You are like graceful gazelle and cheetah all in one."
Thank you, I appreciate it. Please distract these clowns.
3 clowns run into him at once, just colliding with each other in a clownish, dust ball of violence.
That sounds like a very fun pratfall that they would all enjoy. I hope they're having a good time knocking themselves out.
Trizzy, you get to the elevator, jump inside, push the button go back to the medical wing. As you see, clowns are running. They're trying to take Gronk into custody, but he is made out of light, so that's nothing.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out if there's anything I can do in the short term to prevent them leaving on my end. Can I damage a door access panel or something like that?
That's a great question. I would say that it's certainly possible. Meanwhile, Bill Webb, you're going through the ducts. You're trying to get back to the captain. What's going on there?
I mean, I don't have the map of it in my brain, but I'm twisting around every corner as quickly as possible without hurting myself. I'm assuming that these are already lit in a sci-fi kind of way, and I don't need to light a match or whatever. And I don't know the exact distance between where I was and the bridge, but I'm basically not stopping until I smash out of a vent on the bridge.
All right, you have city secrets, so I'm not going to make you roll to navigate the event, the duct work. You have enough duct
nailed
work. But as you go through event, you hear some clowns like in an office below you. Can you actually roll Constitution to hold your breath?
Oh shit!
So that when they kind of like listen with their ear to the vent to try to hear if someone's in there, and you just stop for a moment.
No. It's not one of my big ones. I have -1 to Constitution. 8.
Nope. So you stop because you hear one of the clowns go, "You hear that? There's something coming from the vent?" And then you hold your breath for as long as you can, but then it all gets let out in one big quack.
Damn.
And they both just start riddling the vents with laser blasts.
Great. What do I roll to not die?
They shoot at you 24 and 12.
Okay, well my armor class is 16, so I guess one of them hits.
One of them hits, yeah. They shoot the vent to hell. Only one of them catches you. Let's see how much damage. 7. That's not good.
Okay.
But it's not terrible.
Okay, so I have 17 now, if my math is right.
Yeah. You get gut shot by a laser blast.
Great.
The clowns wait for a moment to try to hear if anything's moving, and you just lay there. And then they go, "We got him." And then they move on as you lay in the vent, shot in the stomach. You can see their glowing toy laser weapons like dangling loosely from their fingers as they exit.
Oh my. I kind of want to go over there and steal one of them with my sleight of hand, but it just seems very dangerous right now. But I'm able to. I'm hurt, but I'm able to continue on my way now.
Yep, absolutely.
God, or do I? Oh, God, I want to kill these guys. No. The smart thing to do is to keep going. All right. Bill
right.
Keeps moving towards the bridge.
You commit to the bit as you move deeper into the vents. You suddenly stop hearing the entrance of the gladiators in your mind, and you can try once again to reach Captain Dumille. Maybe even he responds first, and he says,
"Hello, Security Officer Bill Webb. Were you trying to reach me? I kept thinking I was getting a butt dial or something."
Clowns. We have clowns. We have clowns everywhere. They're pod people. We have space clowns. They are all over the place. One of them exploded because he fell off a tricycle, but I assume that there are many, many more. We have clowns everywhere. We need to, whatever we usually do in a clown situation is the thing we need to do now.
This is most unorthodox. We are very far from clown space. This shouldn't be possible.
I don't know what to tell you, but they are everywhere. I did my best. One of them is down, but the rest of them are not.
I am ready to render any aid you can require. How can I help?
What? Maybe you know, because I don't. What reverses the clownification? Is there a juice or some kind? What
anti-clown juice? You know.
Yes, yeah. I mean, if it happens, there must be a known way to make it unhappen, and I would like to know what the hell that is.
I will loop in Dr. Joven, who will begin prepping the lab immediately if you can secure a sample of the Thrill Joy.
And at this point, Trizzy, you've risen high enough in the elevator that you can join the psychic conversation as well.
Hey, I'm here. Hey, sorry to interrupt. There's clowns everywhere. I've got a sample of the clown juice.
Okay, Bill is like, oh, okay, that was what I was wondering about. Thrill Joy, you call it? Okay, let's do that then.
I resisted the urge to drink the very small sample. I was curious. I'm on my way.
Trizzy, you're bringing that sample. That's going to be a scientific solution to this whole thing. Bill, you've come all this way, and the captain is willing to assist you. In what way can I help you get back into the fight?
Oh well, while they are working on the antidote with the thing and the sample, I feel like Bill should actually already know this. But for my sake and the audience, who are the other security people on this ship that we can alert right now? We got to go to red alert.
Yeah, there are 4 strike teams.
Okay.
There's Tully's monsters, and then the crew of the octopus, the squid, and the nautiloid. All 4 of those teams are off ship.
Oh shit. Okay. That's not helpful then.
Nope.
Who do we have in the reserves?
Nobody. You're the heroes.
Jesus Christ. All right. So no Barry. Barry's not going to help.
I think Barry would make it worse. Barry would immediately defect.
Fuck.
He wouldn't have to be forced clowned. He'd just be like, oh, okay, yeah, no, it seems like this is the winning side. Off I go willingly.
I'm looking at our list of characters, and the only character that you know who is dangerous, who hasn't been captured by the clowns or isn't doing something, like Dr. Joven and the captain, is Dot, who has been confined to quarters. And I actually have a new icon for Dot.
Oh, cool.
Which I'm going to put in the Roll20 now if you want to describe it to the audience and tell me how you feel about it.
Oh my god. I hate this. I hate this so
Really?
much.
How could you?
Austin,
It's
really?
Hannibal fucking Lecter.
Yeah, it's Anthony Hopkins looking right into the camera.
I don't like that that's their image.
Damn. We have thrown her under the bus from this one.
Dot's like, to catch a killer, would you seek the aid of a killer?
Oh my god. Bill thinks we should go with the science plan, but
That is happening, to be clear. Trizzy is doing that.
Well, I guess one thing we could try to do is ask for like ammunition or to see if there's something an elder brain could do to maybe disrupt like the clown festivities in like the central station. Like maybe make it that like any clown who gets out of that range can't do anything.
I want weapons. I'm sorry. I don't know how else to put this. I want weapons. I want armor. What are all the things that? I'm sorry, Captain DeMille. It looks like it's going to take a little while for the science solution to happen, and we're actually under siege. Could you give me something better than a knife right now? I like the knife, but at this point, I just got shot with a laser that went right through me. We need something like that. There were so many of them that I had to play dead.
All right, Security Officer Bill Webb, proceed to the hangar, and we'll see what kind of equipment we can get you set up with.
The hangar, I like that. All right, let's go do that.
I didn't realize it was an under siege situation. I thought it was a Die Hard. This changes everything. You think that they're synonymous, but there's a different.
Nuances.
It's military, not police.
This is where we hope that we've reached a point in the future where literal depression rays exist. Like you can just shoot a depression bullet into someone and they don't feel like fighting anymore.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to cut to you, Trizzy, real quick. You were thinking about sabotaging the elevator so that the clowns couldn't go to other decks to grab people. Do you want to follow through with that?
Yeah. I do want to follow through with that.
All right. I think you're pretty expert with stuff like this. You can roll one of your proficiencies with advantage. This shouldn't be any problem unless you botch.
First roll is a 21, second roll is a 23.
Perfect. You get exactly what you want. I think, in fact, you can even make it so that the clowns can't use the elevator, but you can use it to get back down once you have the antidote, if that's how it works out.
Yeah, I've worked out enough of like I've not like ripped wires out the walls and this is a permanent problem. It's like no, I can disable and re-enable this as I need to. It's really simple. You just like stick a credit card sort of behind the number pad and the whole thing just short circuits.
You do phone freaking. Do you know about that? Where you play a tone?
You just play tones down the line. Yeah.
Yeah, you do that, and all the elevators are like, anything you want, Engineer Trizzy.
I still love that the best way to do that for so long was a whistle that came in cereal.
Yes, it's incredible. All right, so we have kind of two cliffhangers so far. Bill Webb's going to the hangar to try to get something to fight these laser guns. You're, trailing
Great.
blood behind you where you got shot. Trizzy, you sabotage the elevators and make your way to med bay to give the oil to Dr. Joven to try to, make an antidote. And now Saint Cecilia, back to this combat.
Yeah, so Saint Cecilia does not look good. Like in the, comic goofiness of this, I like to think there's like smoke effects on the face and like it looks bad. And Saint Cecilia's like, well, I guess we have finally discovered who the greatest clown is. And I would like to extend my hand in like a healthy handshake. But then the camera can see that there's a joy buzzer with like a gigantic warning sign on it.
Of course.
This is going to be my melee attack.
I love it.
23.
Perfect.
Okay. Would I be able to get sneak attack damage? Because no one ever sees this coming. It's the joy buzzer. I mean, come on.
Sure.
Okay.
I know that's not how it works in 5th edition audience. It's just funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled 15 damage.
Holy shit. Yeah, she gets, a little crispy and she reels back and she says, that was such a good joke. I'm going to have to really bring my A game. What about this? And she shows you a big bicycle horn and honks it in your face doing nothing. And she says, no, I need something better. And then she pulls out a gun and points it at you and pulls the trigger.
That's a pretty good joke.
23. A giant boxing glove comes flying out of it and punches you in the face.
Yeah, you can roll that damage.
All right. You take 14 damage.
So so Saint Cecilia expects a bullet to come out and there's like a flinch. Maybe there's like a moment where nothing happens and there's just smoke and then the boxing glove comes out. It's going to catch Cecilia in the face, knocking her clean out and just send her straight across this toy store. I imagine like crashing through like shelves and all sorts of chaos because I'm out. I'm unconscious at this point.
All right. Lisa has the gun, pulls the trigger, and like a little flag comes out that says bang, and then bam, a huge comically large boxing glove. It knocks you fully across the room. You are out like a light. Do you have a consequence in mind for this? Because this worked. You wasted all of her time doing this.
It's amusing to me the idea that the injury that would come from a clown fight would be an injury to the funny bone, which isn't really like a bone. It's like a nerve, I believe. But
it's a pun. The bone is literally called the humerus. It's a pun. That's in the leg.
I like to think. Is it a leg one? I thought it was an elbow one.
Oh no, upper arm bone.
Okay. I'd like to think that bone is broken, which would make that arm unusable right now. And then I guess for the more potential long-term future, disadvantage to any sleight of hand checks because I'm not going to be nearly as dexterous with my fingers anymore because that is the nerve that controls some of your fingers.
Holy shit. All right. You shatter your humerus. And then Lisa says, oh, this just gave me a great idea for the grand finale. Ooh, pick her up. We're going to need some of her.